seriously, man. You got that?
Yeah, you, brother, you got it, man. You're in the spirit, man.
Was there any more? Finish it. Oh no, actually, I did finish it. Can't. If you got something, you can jump on it.
I was gonna read something, but if you got, my mind is because I ain't slept properly for the past couple of days. My mind's like the CPU's running.
Energy saver mode.
Yeah, and it's just like.
Let me jump on this because.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. That's really yours. It's like a lot of things Esau's done. That's the thing as well. I remember when it was like, I think the 70s when they discovered like GMOs. All these things, it was basically Esau thinking he was just losing his mind, just doing absolutely anything with all these different discoveries that he had, and then everything seemed like, it seemed hella fun. It's even with, you used to be able to like when they were testing atomic bombs, or I think it was nuclear bombs actually, in the Nevada desert. People would just be watching that, looking at it like, oh wow, that's so cool, not realizing these niggas are getting blasted with this is only getting cancer, man. Getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how this guy gets down, man. All these things that Esau's done, all the things that people have been glorying after him for, well, it's being revealed. It's everything's all bugged out, man. And that's why it's like, even this whole monetary system, this thing, it seemed genius. Like, oh, you can, even if you're a small, tiny state, you can live outside and you can borrow money, you can leverage the debt of your citizens and blah, 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 and all this shit. And it seemed great. Basically, like, everyone's just going to be able to live like they do in America. But it's being revealed. This shit is unsustainable. And that's the nature of Esau's kingdom, man. This thing is being rolled like, it's like riding a horse when the niggas is about to break a leg. It can barely breathe. It's foaming at the mouth. His eyes are rolling back, but he's still pushing the horse, trying to make it keep going. His leg's just gonna break down. It's gonna collapse. It's gonna snap its neck and pass out, man. And that's Esau's kingdom, man. This thing, and that's everyone's. It's been revealed, man. The skirts come up, the grimy pumps has come out, and it's just like, oh god. It's like, wait, you've seen all the cellulite on them legs. It's like, god damn. So that's happened to the jeggings come off, man. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the fire, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's the other thing as well, it's about Yahweh Shai getting his, and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh getting his revenge on this place, man. Taking this place out. Because as far as for Esau, I said it earlier, Esau's really in a state where he's done all forms of madness, and as it appears to him, he's got away scot-free. That's why he's making all these peace talks. It's just like, look guys, we should just always just get along. We'll help each other out. We'll just hug each other, make free love, and then just move on. And it's gonna be all great things.
And the funny thing about it is people are gonna buy into it, because for the longest time, Esau said, I'm above you, but now he's more or less saying, like, now I'm gonna level out, and you can meet me on my level now, and we can all get along. So it's a whole lot of upside to anyone on the outside looking in.
On the bottom.
Yeah, like, oh shit, okay, cool.
No, don't have to be a nigger anymore.
Yeah.
But then, hey, that's all that is BS, because it's all within a system. But this thing ain't gonna last.
never trust thine enemy, as iron rust is so doth his wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his words are smoother than butter, and you know, his
War
mouth,
was in his heart.
but war is in his heart, man. Esau always has an ulterior motive. The Proverbs 16 tells you, man, the wicked will crave for the day of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this man, that day of evil is rapidly approaching, and it's known in the Bible as the time of Jacob's trouble, and also the hour of temptation, and that's really where, you know, Esau's gonna have the stage, right, for his grand finale, where he hopes to fulfill his agenda of, you know, a new normal, a new world order. All right, and he's gonna show his horns and show his teeth to the people. All right, but that's gonna be the peak, his pinnacle of his power, and that's where he's gonna be taken down, as it tells you in the Book of Job. You got something?
I'm getting this. I was meditating on it earlier today. Wisdom of Solomon 2:5. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Yeah, I was you know, just reading it, because it's like Esau's got this, you know, fascination with death. This guy is just looking at death like he's just like, oh, everything ends. That's the end. So that's why he's so that's as well. It goes into it later in the chapter, like about how he's basically thinking once he's killed one of you know, of the Israelites, he's thinking like, oh yeah, I succeeded, they're done, I won. He's thinking he's got a W off that. But that's the thing. His whole viewpoint, everything is calmly based, and that's why everything he invests, everything he's putting his energy and time into, he's thinking he's just like, okay, you know, as long as he's got it good on this side, he's got the W out of it. But that's the thing. It's all that you invest, like the bill's gonna come through, man. Like the receipt, you ain't gonna run, man.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't just gonna be able to just dash, you know, just slap the plate off the table and then run out the restaurant, which is basically what Esau's trying to do. And that's because that's in his spirit, man. This guy, that's why he talks to these Edomites, man. It's like, oh, you know, after you die, it's like nothing. You know, it's not like anything matters anyway. You know, you're just gonna fucking die, and then there's nothing. I'm like, bro, you guys are fucked out, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's what it says. What the fool have said in his heart, there is no God. These guys are basically moving like there's no higher power on the earth. They're just moving like, oh, okay, well, you know, just fuck it, just do whatever. But it's like, okay, you know, you can do that, but you better hope and pray that there is nothing after, because otherwise you're gonna be fucked over. And that's the reality of it. The punishment's there, man. The judgment's there. It's like you can try and run, you know, best of luck. But I ain't seen a white man win you know, 100 meters for.
Well, Italian won it this year.
No, he's a Jake though.
And that's why I had to say it. Because someone will try and say Italian.
Oh, Italiano.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
you know, just like Italians, they're you know as well from the work environment, everyone will be, oh yeah, but so and so is Italian.
yeah,
And that comes with a certain kind of connotation.
Yeah. But then it's that's Cornelius, man, from the Italian band. Yeah, that's what it's like, man. It's like even when we went to Sardinia, come out, man, have the flag up there with the 4 Moors on it. That shit's on everywhere. They got the beer Ichnusa. You check the beer out, that's got the 4 Moors on it. It's just like, damn. And that's, you know, it's people don't know no fucking history. Remember, I was kind of like breaking down some of like English history and why there is, you know, so many different. It was like how there was just a mishmash of all kinds of different invasions on this island, and you know, people just like, wow, it's like, oh, you kind of know, is that something you're into? I was like, yeah, that's it's it's funny as hell. Because it's people don't know. People are just out here thinking, oh, British. It's been a bunch of white people forever. But then you don't even, like, I was like, bro, I was watching something on, how the Romans and different tribes were coming against the Romans. The Romans came and conquered up to certain places, and then how shit run afterwards. And when Jake took over the Roman Empire, and how shit run after then as well, and how Britain became a kind of hotspot like that. But that's the thing. It's people don't do research. People don't know things. They don't inquire. They're working a 9 to 5. Then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they're getting smashed out of their mind. And then they're waiting for the long weekend off, so they can go down to Cornwall or some shit and have a Cornish pasty and have some Cornish ice cream, and feel like they're living life in a fast lane. I was like, man, these guys are fucking, especially with these Edomites, man. These guys are drug addicts, man. There's a guy I served at work today. I was like, this guy's off his face, man. I was trying to talk to him. I was like, this guy's killing you. Too jumping. I was like, brothers, these men do coke, man. These men love living.
No, I know. Because it's like, because I remember there was a time, man, at the train station, we getting some scriptures, but it was like a couple, I think, a young couple, it must be 19 or so. He was like, yeah, I feel fucked. I was like, nigga, don't fall on that train track, 'cause I'm trying to get home, man. That's what I was thinking. Jaw side spinning. On kettlebell and everything. I was just thinking, like, yo, don't fall in that train track.
I was like, bruh, what the fuck, man? So sometimes I'm like, nigga, it's 10:45 in the morning, man. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
But that's because Esau, man. Esau.
Just let us actually,
what's it? Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Let's read this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it's us here already. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of spring pass us by. These men are just looking for pleasures, man. Any form of what's the substance? No.
Drug abuse. Substance abuse.
Yeah, not even substance. It was perception altering substance, man.
Oh yeah, perception altering substances.
Yeah, that's what these men are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
We're going.
Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up. Salakia. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Yeah, man, this nigga's legs is in his head and his head is in his nutsack, man. That's why I be trying to take the drugs to get shit in real life, man.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's all he's got left.
But the just shall live by his faith, and that's what we live by. We live by our faith. Every situation we go into, I'm laughing because of the conversation before. Man, strong arm in faith into the situation. But yeah, we live any situation we go into it with faith, man. Like for example, yesterday, I had one of those kind of days, and then at the end of it all, I just had to say, this is what Satan's meant to do, to deter you from exhaust you mentally to the point where you don't want to do the work. Alright? That's really the game. Alright? But the point is that ultimately, if you're just, as what does it say? It says, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 5, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, alright, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desirous hell, and is as death, alright, wherever he establishes himself, will be known as the borders of wickedness. And what's wickedness? It's ultimately sin, which the penalty of sin is death, alright. This man is the greatest sinner, and the original sinner, the original man of sin, being revealed in this time, alright, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. I've got one more we can close up, unless you've got some scriptures or anything.
I don't think no.
I've got one more still.
Okay.
I just found I was looking for. I hope it's this one, but I'll go with it because I believe it may be worded another way, but you know it still hits a point. It's from Ecclesiasticus 14, 5 and 6. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Alright? And really, to be shooting up drugs in your system is a great evil unto yourself, man. It's funny because even before I, got home, I went and got a pizza, alright, and I always get the same type of pizza, being that of like a margarita, goat's cheese, some garlic, and rocket. Anytime I get that shit, people are looking at me like, what the fuck you doing eating this shit, man? Like, you're meant to be getting a chicken meat feast or some shit.
Barbecue base.
Yeah, barbecue base, everything, like. And that's because, really ultimately, it's because there's a certain, bread defiled among the Gentiles, man. But it's like, that's a nice, for me anyway, it's a light kind of meal that gives you all the, nutrient density, for me anyway, man. Brothers, if I'm wrong, correct me, But it works for me, you know what I mean? But it's one of those kind of meals I have, and I'm just like, okay, I feel good to go. And it kind of makes me feel more up and everything like that. But that's because I'm thinking about the Lord has given me this body, and it's a temple. And I'm not saying in the sense of like to glory in my body, more of a thing like, it's funny because the best way to put it is because Apostle Ramla brought in his precept about the Moabites, the camp of Moab coming up against Israel, and they were putting a man's body into a sepulcher, and as they were doing it, they saw the camp of the Moabites coming, so they just more or less threw the body in it, and as the man touched Elisha's body, he came to life, and it just made me think about Geronimo, Jeremiah the 8th chapter, I believe it is, about taking the bones and pointing it to the light or the moon or some, however it's worded. But that's because those men, the spirit that contained that body, alright, that Bodig, was a great spirit, and they left a remnant of his energy upon it. And it's more not, this ain't no boastful talk, but it's just more like, man, I want to be in alignment with that type of energy, man. I want the Lord to be working with me on that level. And really, the only way that's going to happen is if we are of the elect, right? If I'm of the elect, which doing his work, Lord willing, I am, man. All right? But the point being, let's read it again. Sirach 14 and 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Yeah, if you care for yourself, what does that go into? The law, right? To love the Most High with all thy heart and all thy strength, and to love thy neighbor as what? Thyself, the golden rule. All right. If you have love for yourself, if you love your neighbor, you gotta show the same love you have towards yourself, towards your neighbor. You gotta treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. But this is not what Esau's like. Alright, that's why Esau's fucking jumping off buildings and doing crazy shit, man. Because he's got a Looney Tune spirit inside of himself. He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Yeah.
That Space Jam spirit.
In it, man. In it, Space Jam. There's none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. Yeah. So to envy yourself, to have enmity against yourself, of only what? Going against the Lord's statutes of being a sinner, basically. Because the wages of sin are what? Death. So basically, you don't have no care for yourself if you're going about sinning, alright? But yeah, man, that's it. I don't know if you got anything to say.
Nah. Let me close out.
Alright then, man. With that, say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaRakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and those of great Muslims. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.